You earn the opportunity to have big games like this one, and that's exactly what the Salukis have on Saturday night, national TV, later on tonight here at Banterra Center. It will be Drake in Southern Illinois, two of the 5 teams that are tied at 4-1 through a quarter of the Valley season already in the books. With the coach, Ronnie Watson, I am Luke Martin here for your Saluki radio preview tonight with the Drake Bulldogs. Before we get to this one tonight, Coach Watson, what was so important about Southern's win on the road at Valpo, especially the way it happened? Southern had to do it without arguably the nation's best player this year in Xavier Johnson for a good chunk of that second half.
But the number one thing happened. They came out and played physical from the inside out. And actually, as the old cliche goes, they took the game to Valpo. They set the tone with not allowing Valpo to get offensive rebounds. They only had 6, and they were averaging 11. Give those guys a lot of credit, the coaches and the players especially, for really being physical. They're in the middle of the first half. Southern's defense became very physical. They were taking balls away from Valpo guys. They forced Valpo, because of the pace, into some really quick shots, especially deep. That was a big factor in building that 20-point lead. And as no one that's rooting for SIU wanted to see Xavier in foul trouble, but as it turned out, the best thing that happened for SIU is giving Trey Miller a chance to run the team for almost 10 minutes straight without any extra help. So a lot of great things happened, and Trey did a great job along with the teammates. The other part of with Trey Miller wasn't just on Trey Miller. It was on everybody, the other 4 guys that were out there with him. They really took control of the game.
All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about this game tonight against the Drake Bulldogs. It's a massive opportunity for Southern, and a big reason for that is how good this Drake team is. And Coach Darren DeVries continues to do an outstanding job. 2-time Missouri Valley Coach of the Year. Consistency. That's the word that comes to mind when it comes to Drake. Coach Watson, how has this version been consistent as well?
They score the ball with efficiency. They shoot the ball well. He brings in players that can contribute, and we can talk about him right now. Atten Wright from Northridge, a 6'1" guard shooting at a high clip. And the freshman Kevin Overton getting nearly 13 points a game. It's really impressive. Then you have Colby Garland, a freshman point guard, coming in playing starter minutes alongside Carter Enright. That's the thing that's impressed me about Darren from his time at Drake. Look, Drake is a hard job, and there have been good coaches there between Darren DeVries and Maury John, and it's been tough for them to sustain much of a winning tradition in between those two. Man, what Darren is doing is really impressive with the 5 consecutive 20-win seasons.
Coach Watson, simply put, what are going to be the biggest factors in this game tonight for both teams that will really dictate where this game goes?
We talked about the efficiency of Drake's offense. Most of that comes out of their top 6 guys. It's the other 3 guys, the 7th, 8th, and 9th guys. Nate Ferguson's been a big factor, and while Darnell Brody's been good, he can't be a factor tonight. And then Gibson, who's a 7th, 8th man, he can't come in for someone that might be in foul trouble and kind of pick up where the team left off. That's really a big factor for Southern's defense. Offensively, Southern's got to continue to keep scoring, continue their pace. They've got to play with the confidence offensively. And obviously, when the ball goes to the net, that builds confidence. But and all that, a lot of that comes with how you rebound. And it's kind of a broken record, but the game is kind of right there.
You look at it, 2 of these 5 teams that are tied for first. It's one of 2 games this weekend where 2 teams that are 4-1 in the league that will be going at it, as Belmont and Indiana State being the other. And this will be Southern and Drake later on tonight. Somebody will still be at the top of the standings when it's all said and done tonight on national TV. You can watch on ESPN2, or more importantly, you can come out to the game tonight at Banterra Center. It's going to be a great environment. You can bring your radio too and listen along on Saluki Radio. For the coach, Ronnie Watson, I am Luke Martin. We will talk to you later on tonight from Banterra. Go Dogs.